Most companies don't lose great employees because they fail to support work-life balance. They actually lose them because burnout builds quietly and they don't see it coming. And the data is pretty clear on this too. 44% of US employees say they feel burned out at work. And even worse, burnout is expensive. We've all seen the statistics that estimate burnout-related productivity loss and employee turnover cost somewhere between $4,000 and $21,000 per year per employee, depending on their level. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the two main ways that software is used to track it and how a PTO-first approach may be able to prevent burnout in the first place. If you look across the market, most burnout detection solutions fall into three main categories. First is the human layer, which involves manager training, coaching, and programs that make leaders better at spotting burnout. And there's plenty of options out there for this, but in this video, we're going to mainly focus on the softwares that can be used. And those are activity trackers and PTO tracking tools with burnout detection. Now, they both have their benefits, but they also have their downfalls too. So let's start with the activity trackers. This category tries to find burnout by tracking the work intensity signals. This includes time tracking, whether that's typing or mouse movement or just the use of screen time. But they also track URL usage, idle time, and sometimes screenshots, depending on how invasive the software is. Three of the top companies in this space are ActiveTrack, TerraMind, and WebWork. ActiveTrack is best for the basic monitoring that you might need, but it's also really good for productivity visibility. They have a clean dashboard, automatic activity tracking, and are less invasive than keystroke-heavy tools like the next one we'll talk about. They have a free plan with limited features, but they also have a paid version that starts at $10 and scales up to $19 per user per month. If you're looking for something more intense for security reasons, then TerraMind is probably your best option. They can monitor employee screenshots, keystroke logging, and advanced insider threat detection. For most teams, this can be pretty invasive, and they also have a heavier implementation period. But if you're a company that's in the security field or need that higher security, this might be a great option for you. And remember, if activity tracking isn't your thing, PTO trackers like Vacation Tracker that we're going to go over in the next section might be good for you. The last activity tracker that we need to talk about is WebWork. It's best for remote and hybrid teams, and they offer optionality for screenshots, real-time presence tracking, and payroll integrations. Even though it's designed to feel lighter than heavy surveillance, it's still an activity tracker and can lead to some performance pressure if misused. It starts at $4.99 per month, but it can scale up depending on how much AI and payroll features you want to include. But there's an obvious downside to activity trackers because a lot of employees will find this invasive. And there's also evidence that heavy monitoring can backfire. For example, the Wall Street Journal referenced a survey of professionals where 41% said employer monitoring made them feel less productive. So what if you could use PTO data to inform you on the risks of certain employees burning out? This is where PTO data can help you catch burnout before it even happens. Companies like Hubstaff, PTO Genius, and Vacation Tracker can leverage these alternative information sources like the PTO tracking and time tracking to help prevent future burnout. Hubstaff uses AI-powered analytics to track productivity trends, such as high activity levels or skipped breaks, allowing managers to intervene early. Hubstaff starts at $4.99 per user per month and can scale up depending on the features you choose. The issue is it focuses on whether somebody's overworked and not their current recovery level. And that's why a PTO tracker that can actually predict burnout is so important. PTO Genius and Vacation Tracker are both built to automate PTO tracking. On the well-being side, PTO Genius uses AI to flag potential burnout risks based on time-off patterns and sends proactive reminders to take leave. But PTO Genius might be overbuilt for smaller teams or teams that just want easier adoption. And that's where Vacation Tracker's Recharge comes into play. Not only is the PTO platform simple and easy to navigate, but the new Recharge feature tracks energy levels for employees based on their time off patterns and compares them to the department averages. You can manually adjust your energy scores if the automatic calculation feels off. And it uses AI-powered suggestion tools to help find optimal dates to request time off based on company holidays, your leave policies, and your recharge persona that you can fill out yourself. This is the best way to keep your team running smoothly and reduce the potential for burnout. It's built without any invasive technologies, and it's already built into our PTO platform. So recovery becomes a part of your work cycle and not just a reward. Vacation Tracker even has a free version, which is great if you want to just test it out before moving on to the core plan or the complete plan, which is $4 per user per month. So as you can see, burnout prevention isn't just a policy problem, it's a visibility problem. The human layer can build better leadership, activity tracking can measure intensity, and PTO tracking can be leveraged for the first time to proactively address burnout. If you want to see how Recharge can turn PTO tracking into an early warning system, check out Vacation Tracker with the links below, and I'll see you in the next video.